Hi, just going to give a quick rundown of the different components that make up the HS touchscreen for voicemail. Top right hand corner there is the voicemail icon, so as mentioned in the earlier notes, I'm using a status graphic either set to 0 for when there's no voicemail messages or 1 when there's a voicemail message, and then there's a script that will update that. And then on the config and the advanced section for that, then I have specified either a 1x1 transparent or this particular image. So to do that, in this case, I've just created a graphic, and on the right hand side I've just set the tracking to the voicemail icon virtual device and set that to status image. In terms of the actual fields here, these are just attached to the virtual devices that I mentioned, so message caller name, message caller number. I've just used the text field from each of those virtual devices. That applies all the way through. I've given you the particular names for each field. Underneath the buttons, these are the ones that actually call the different scripts. So in this case here, based on the pressing of this button, in my case I just make it play a little sound for each button I press, but in this case here I've run that main script, the HSTphone data, with the procedure being play message, and for each of that, in this case it will be next message, in this case previous message, and then the final one here as well, which is the delete. So it's a delete message. Now, because I'm going to update the number of messages after the delete, I also need to do an update INI file, and this will reset all the numbers and all the names, so that otherwise the screen will basically stay on the same one, decrease. Sure, it might say 6 messages even though you've now removed one, dropping it down to 5. But anyway, that's a quick way of how that works. There are 2 other screens that I also have. This one, which is the telephone screen, that just gives you the caller and caller ID. This just pops up for 10 seconds just to let you know when the call's coming through, and this shows up on all the HSTouch screens. When you click on the graphic on the left, I've just set a quick one that says close that particular screen. So it will close after 10 seconds anyway, but just to make that easier, if you're at there and you want to close it to get to like a light switch or something else. And then the third screen is one called voicemail, which is, it's detected based on a plugin called PH location, which my wife and I have on our phone set up. So as we come home, and then a motion detector in the house will say, okay, let's check, is there a voicemail? If there is, then pop up this message, and then it does a text-to-speech alert to say you've got mail. So that's kind of how we use it. For the playback, it's actually played back through the HSTouch devices. So in my case, it's an Android device, and it just plays the WAV file that's recorded off your HSPhone. That seems to work very well. The only thing I haven't really done is targeting which device that it plays through. So currently the only way I've done it is I've specifically set one of the speaker clients, being the tablet in the lounge, as the device that it's played through. Ideally, want to look at a way of detecting which of the tablets had been pressed, and based on that, then target the WAV file to be played on that device. But until I can get around to bothering doing something like that without having to create a custom version of the screen for each device that then specifies that it's come from the lounge or come from the stairway or come from my mobile phone, I'll just leave it as that, and it seems to be good enough, and I haven't bothered since then. Anyway, I hope that helps. Cheers.